What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Arie here. So today I actually want to sort of do a small case study or just analysis on this one store that I find extremely creative. This particular store that I'm going to show you is using the dropshipping business model to create a brand that is not just trending, but it's also very unique in the market, and it's very difficult to replicate. So I'm ready. I got my coffee here. Hopefully you're ready too. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome to my computer. Now before I dive into this store, I want to make one thing clear here. By no means am I showing you this store so that you can go ahead and copy it or steal their content. In fact, any time that you see me make videos like this where I'm reviewing another store, it's really just for inspiration purposes and to give you ideas of how creative you can be when it comes to creating an e-commerce business, and just the fact that you don't have to follow exactly what everybody else is doing. So without further ado, let's hop right into this store. So as you can see, I'm on it right now. It's called essentials.com, and the first thing that you can see right away is the amount of branding that has gone into this store. So this store is very branded. Everything looks like it was created by an amazing graphic designer, first of all, but with the brand's overall image in mind. As you can see, they do a lot of really cool products, like really viral type products. They're just really sticking to this trendy aesthetics. I don't know if you guys have seen the show Euphoria. I just finished it with my girlfriend. Amazing show. I really liked it. But this store literally reminds me of Euphoria overall. Like, it's got that same aesthetic, like this like trippy fashion, trendy aesthetic, as you can see. And yeah, they're absolutely killing it. Now let me show you their actual numbers, because this is where it really becomes interesting, right? I mean, obviously their store looks awesome, but are they actually pushing a lot of volume and succeeding? Well, as you can see from what SimilarWeb tells us, by the way, SimilarWeb is an amazing tool that you can use to, not only look at the traffic that a store is getting, but also look at the distribution of traffic, which is what we're about to look into in just a second. But just first of all, you can see that they're getting a ton of visitors. So they started advertising heavily in April 19th, and then May 2019, they were already at almost 100,000 visitors per month. And then of course, June and July, they literally pushed it to 240,000 visitors a month, and now 250,000 visitors a month. I'm sure this month, which hasn't been tracked yet, is probably going to be higher than this, honestly. And that's insane. That's 250,000 visitors a month. Even at a 1% conversion rate, this store is pushing at least multiple six figures per month in revenue, which is insane, right? The interesting thing here is that they actually are getting traffic from all over the world. So the US is only 36% of their traffic. Now, to give you a perspective on this, my particular brand that I'm working on, and even though my brand is different than this, I started it with a lot of the same concepts that this brand is using, which is why I wanted to make this video, just to kind of give you ideas so that you can step out of this like dropshipping cookie cutter mindset, right? Because at the end of the day, building a dropshipping business is about building a business, and you have to be creative in order to beat the competition, at least to effectively beat the competition and build something really awesome, right? My brand is getting about 65% of traffic from the US. So they are advertising all over the world, which is, in my opinion, why they are sticking to the dropshipping business model to fulfill orders. So that's one thing that I want you to understand. So if you go to their shipping, they are actually dropshipping, like they tell people straight up, your order is going to get there in up to 1 to 3 weeks, but up to 2 months. So this is, if you watch my previous video on how to dropship the right way, this is, in my opinion, something that is, totally legitimate, right? They're not lying about their shipping times. They're being really honest about it, right? They're telling you what you're going to get when you order from them in terms of shipping time. Even though, yes, I'm 100% sure that they get a lot of complaints from customers about their shipping times, it's clearly working out for them. And since most of their traffic is dispersed throughout the world, it actually kind of makes sense to dropship like this, because we ship from the US, but every time we get an international order, the shipping is actually pretty expensive. We've built a sort of high margin brand, so it doesn't affect us too much. But for something like this, where they're selling products ranging from like $10 to, I don't even know, they really need the dropshipping business model to stay afloat. But one thing that I would recommend, if you are seeing most of your traffic coming from the United States for your particular business, is to start looking into US fulfillment, whether you need to do it yourself for a little bit, just order a couple, just order a shipping label printer, some packages, whatever you need to do to actually make it happen, or working with a third-party fulfillment center such as ShipBop or Dollar Fulfillment. That's gonna be a great asset for you. Just shipping faster and maybe even including more branding elements in your packaging is actually gonna make a huge difference, not only in your profitability, but in your customer return rate, which will make you more profitable as well. But anyways, one of the things that I find most interesting about the store, besides their traffic location distribution, is actually their traffic distribution as far as social media goes. Because if you scroll down here on SimilarWeb, you can actually see that Facebook only accounts for 13% of their traffic, and Instagram only accounts for 6% of their traffic, which is actually unbelievable. When I first ran into the store, which, by the way, this is not a sponsored post, but the way that I found this store is actually through Salesforce, which is my favorite product research tool. I just went to top stores, and then from top stores, I just click right here on dropshipping stores, and then it shows you all the top dropshipping stores, which is actually really, really cool. But that's how I found it, just in case you guys were wondering. But anyways, as you can see, their main source of traffic is actually YouTube. Almost 60% of their traffic is coming from YouTube. So what this tells you is that not only is this store really creative in the way that they present themselves, right, but they're also being very creative and just not following any rules as far as advertising goes. They are getting traffic from Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram. So this is what I like to call an omnipresent brand, right? They are hitting people all over social media. The biggest brands out there you see are actually doing this exact same thing. They are not just sticking to one method of advertising. They're actually going for all of them right now. When I first saw this brand, as I was saying, I expected most of their traffic to come from Instagram, because this is like such a trendy brand, right? Like, it looks so trendy, like in terms of fashion. I mean, my girlfriend has a fashion channel and she's like really into fashion, and she, loves this type of stuff. She really understands like all the trends behind, these looks. They're really able to capitalize on these particular trends, as you can see. But here is the biggest key about this store that makes it successful. It's not just the products, it's really the vibe. As you can see, they've spent a significant amount of effort into making this store as congruent as possible. So all of their images, I mean, they all look amazing. You can tell that they have a graphic designer involved in their team, because all of this looks so branded. It's just unbelievable. And the reason why I know that is because they actually have at the bottom here designer applications. So they've hired graphic designers, and they're probably continuously hiring graphic designers to create this store, right? So you just create this look and vibe, and this is what's selling for them. This looks so trustworthy. Even with their shipping times, it's still a brand, and this is kind of the main point that I want to show you. Now, like I said, their traffic distribution is unreal, right? Like, this is really, really awesome. They're getting traffic from all over the place. They're not putting all of their eggs in one basket, and this is why they're consistently crushing it in terms of traffic. I mean, they just started recently advertising heavily, and they're consistently growing. This is looking like really steady and really like a good long-term play. I mean, I can only imagine the numbers that they're gonna do this Q4 in this holiday season. Now, next, what I want to do is give you a product that I found that I believe you could make a store around with this same sort of ideas in mind, where you're not following what everyone is doing, where you're creating your own brand, starting with the drop shipping method of fulfillment to obviously create cash flow. But then, of course, if you're getting most of your traffic from the US, to improve your service by having faster shipping times, or at the very least having better branding elements like private labeled products. But the product I want to show you is this breathable, like indestructible shoe. So indestructible shoes right now, I mean, the indestructible shoe store is absolutely killing it. But I've never seen this particular design, and this design is really cool, not only from a fashion standpoint, but from a content standpoint. So what you should be looking for when it comes to product research is also products that you can find really good content for. And if you can't find good content for a product, honestly, I wouldn't even bother trying it out, because really what's gonna sell your product, besides your website and product description and the product itself, is gonna be your video. So if you don't have a good video to base your store off of, it's most likely not gonna perform well, and you're probably gonna end up wasting a lot of money. Let me show you this quick video. Like, this particular product has a really awesome video to display. I mean, you could cut this video so well and make an awesome video out of it, or even just use this in itself with a few captions. Of course, make sure that you're making your store like look very aesthetic. Make sure that you're making everything congruent, right? So that it all makes sense as a brand, and that you could actually build something big off of it like Essentials has. So this product is awesome, and as you can see, like the video is amazing. Like look at these clips right now. These are really crazy. If I saw this in an ad, I would be like, wow, that is actually pretty insane, right? It is, and it's actually pretty untapped. There's only 103 orders, so not a lot of people have actually looked at this product yet. But yeah, guys, I really hope that you learned something out of this video and that you're getting ideas flowing, because really dropshipping is an amazing way to start a business. And if you use your creativity and you learn about branding and you model brands, but use the dropshipping business model to just keep things lean and keep your investment really low, it's a great combination for success. But of course, you have to continue to improve all of your systems, right? All of your customer service, everything, and treat this like a legitimate brand. If you've seen in the past couple months, I've been talking a lot more about branding and how to legitimize your business and how to kind of step away from this like short-term mentality. And the main reason why I've been doing that is because these are things that I've realized this year, and these are things that now I'm working on. I'm kind of stepping away from dropshipping because my business has evolved beyond dropshipping, right? Now, besides that, I really do want to continue to help you guys, not only advanced people, but beginners, to actually start your e-commerce businesses, right? And use dropshipping in the right way so that you can start a long-term business with a low startup cost. But I also want to start making more videos about like the behind the scenes of entrepreneurship, because what you don't see and what a lot of people don't talk about is actually what it takes to be your own boss, right? Like there's a difference between having an e-commerce business as a side hustle versus doing it full time. And like I said, the difference is huge, not only from like a financial standpoint, but from a mental standpoint. I swear there's a lot of tips that I could give you guys in regards to that, and that's what I want to start also talking about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you understand this like shift in perspective. I'm not saying that dropshipping's dying. Dropshipping is not dying. Dropshipping is not, a scam unless you make it a scam. But a dropshipping business on its own definitely isn't a long-term business. And if you really want to quit your job, if you really want to be financially secure and build assets that you and your family can benefit from, what you really need to do is think further into the future and use dropshipping as a startup way to develop your business. But guys, if you get some inspiration from this video, some ideas or any sort of value or anything from this video, make sure that you drop a like. That would really, really help out the video and the channel overall. I'm really excited for the future. I want to continue to be consistent. I'm going to be making videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Next Wednesday for my next video, what I'm planning on doing is a video on how you can start your business with a really low budget, such as like $500 for example. But don't be fooled, it's not going to be easy, okay? I'll warn you right now, but I can give you a step-by-step blueprint that you can follow to actually make it happen. So with that being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
My cipher complete like Nike's on my feet, keep my cipher complete like